And now I would love to bring up Reverend Dr. C.C. Coltrain, who is the Senior Director of CSL Education and one of my heroes.
You got to give Kathleen another round of applause. She's amazing. Are we being saged in here? Ah, good. Before I start with this clicker, I just want to, I forgot to add this to my report, so I'm going to say it now. I also have the privilege of working with the Dean of the Kenya campus and with Ada Dimitriopoulos in Latin America. Both of us, the Dean of the Kenya campus is Catherine Cardinal. She's in Canada. Amazing, amazing work going on. They are on fire, and it's really, really exciting. So I'm the Senior Director of Education for CSL, and that means that I have several kind of hats to wear and programs to run. The first one I want to talk about is ministerial education, which it comes in two parts. We have the School of Spiritual Leadership, and then we have the Holmes Institute, which provides the distance education as well as its own accredited master's degrees to anyone who wants to take them. If you have a bachelor's degree and a burning desire to grow in wisdom, come see us. It's a fabulous program. This is the staff that I get to work with, me and Dr. Greg Salyer, who is the Chief Academic Officer of Holmes Institute. He is incredible. He kind of created this new Masters in Wisdom Studies program and put the classes together and is like up to the minute in the way that the classes are offered in terms of online education. He's a rock star. And we have many rock stars at home office. When Michelle said that the team was great, the team is incredible. I'm just saying. Dar Herford is our administrative registrar. I call her the goddess of spreadsheets, and I'm so grateful for her because I just don't do spreadsheets. And then Matthew Taylor, who is a very warm-hearted geek. He takes care of our students in technology and in so many other ways. He's a friend to them, and he's superb. We also have the School of Spiritual Leadership, which is the practical ministry half of the program, and an amazing group of deans there. These are the campuses. In San Diego, it's Reverend Dr. Kathy Hearn. In Los Angeles, Reverend Catherine McKinney. In Napa Valley, Reverend Jay Lang. In Denver, the amazing Reverend Dr. Michelle Medrano. And in Florida, Reverend Rick McCollum. And as I mentioned, we have the international campuses in Kenya and Latin America. The deans are the places where spiritual development happens. They really nurture those students into becoming ministers and shepherd them on their way through all of their classes and all of their practicums. And getting the reports on the practicums is probably the hardest part of the whole journey. But our students are so remarkable right now, I just have to say. I taught a class at Holmes Institute in leadership and was blown away by the caliber of people who are in our program to become ministers. They are really exceptional, and they're going to rock the world once they get out. I'm just saying. So last year we graduated 11 ministers in 2023 and welcomed 15 new ministerial students. We created a centralized ethics course so that we knew that all the ministerial students across the country were getting the necessaries when it comes to ethics and ministerial ethics. We just want the training to be consistent so we know that everybody knows what they need to know. We are seeking all those practitioners who have a call to be part of the evolution of science of mind and carrying it out into the world. The other thing that I just want to comment on is that ministry has expanded in so many different and amazing ways that it's not simply only center ministry anymore. It's all kinds of things. We have teaching centers, we have prison ministries, we have we funnel into the chaplaincy, what is that called? Chaplaincy, that thing endorsement, thank you. I can never remember that word. Ministry has just exploded, and there's so many creative ways to do it, and our students are always finding new ones. In 2024, we're going to continue that centralization in 2 other areas that we believe are very, very important. One is church financial management, just to make sure that students all know what they ought to be doing with their organizations, their community's money. And diversity, equity, and inclusion, because we want that to be very solid and consistent training, because diversity, equity, and inclusion and justice are really the foundation of active oneness. That's our belief. And the Dean's Committee is working to create pathways for different types of ministries. How can we support the students who want to go into chaplaincy, and how can we support the students who want to open a teaching center, and how can we support those who want to become youth ministers, etc. And also to streamline the processes to make it a little less, it's confusing, and we're trying very hard to make it less confusing, partly because of those 2 halves. Holmes Institute, we put together what I think is an amazing program. It is now fully accredited and checked off by our accreditor. Offers master's degrees and a certificate in wisdom studies. We thought and put everything together and realized that what we're really teaching is wisdom. Ancient wisdom, applied wisdom, wisdom in leadership, all the way around. And as I said, it is now available to anyone who has a bachelor's degree. About probably 30% of our students are not ministerial students. They're there for the master's degree in wisdom studies. We have been accredited since 2003, and we still are. So that's what we did last year. We finalized and rolled that out, and the artwork is part of our new program. Every course is like a little mini art course too. What we want to do in 2024 is continue to create this culture of evolution and continuous improvement, taking into account what the students tell us, what the faculty tells us, what the world tells us. And we are launching a huge marketing incentive to get word about our program out to the whole world. We think and know from the people who are coming in that there are lots of people interested in this kind of higher education. They just don't know we exist. So we're going to tell them. Our goal is to ultimately become a profit center at CSL rather than a loss center. Okay, spiritual education. I'm just in love with this part of it. We are working to develop a truly evolutionary and evolved spiritual education for those who are already in our centers and in our movement, but also for those who are out in the world looking for what we have to offer. I firmly believe that this teaching will change the world if we get enough people enrolled and into it. And so we're working on soup to nuts, A to Z, new coursework, that we will make available, of course, to the centers, but also coursework that we'll make available to the general public online so that we can introduce people to the concepts of science of mind without them going, science of what? Or anything like that. People who may not even know we exist, Centers for Spiritual Living, we will introduce them through this coursework. Another amazing group of people in the spiritual education staff. Reverend Ryan Alexander is now our education manager, and they are doing an amazing job. Amber Davidson is part of the staff, and she runs the Circles program, which I think now we have 118 spiritual living circles going. Reverend Dan Granda and Breeze Martin Swan, that is the staff of spiritual education, and they are all just like, we all have the same vision and the same energy around what's coming in the future. So it's very exciting. So, yeah, 115 students in online courses that were taught through Centers for Spiritual Living, and 117, sorry, I misstated, spiritual living circles worldwide with 800 participants, which is great. And as Reverend Michelle said, we have gathered a lot of people together in at various sessions to discuss and vision about what's needed in CSL education. So we've put together a very preliminary draft vision and purpose, which is to offer spiritual education and training to the world to enable all people to build healthy, happy, balanced lives according to their own lights and longings, guided by the spiritual principles and practices of science of mind and spirit. That's our draft mission and vision statement. Spiritual education in 2024, we have the map, and now we have to flesh out the road signs and the actual courses for all levels. So we have a consistent vision and message throughout. We begin to create the courses and make them available to the communities and to the outside world. And we develop and launch teacher training for the people who teach these courses in centers so that the very best job can be done to nurture those who come seeking ways to create better lives. We are also reconfiguring the plan of courses that we offer from Centers for Spiritual Living, the online courses we offer, because y'all are doing virtual classes, right? So why don't we work with you to get those people who don't have a center nearby to maybe take their classes at some center that's offering them. We're also going to be marketing all of this stuff to reach not only communities and potential new members of communities, but those who are outside the bubble, who will benefit from this kind of training. Because we want to be a major source of quality spiritual education in the world. That is our ultimate goal. So thank you very much for your presence here at this convention and your attention. I appreciate it. And let's see.
We're pivoting.
She's pivoting, so thank you. Thank you again.